What's going on, everyone? As stated in the title and thumbnail of this video, I'm going to be seeing if I can catch some perch on the drop shot rod with worms and lures. Currently on the drop shot rod hook, I've got 2 worms. I'm going to be seeing if the worms can catch me a big perch, but if that doesn't go to plan, then I've bought the lure and I'll see if that can catch me some smaller ones. To put this to the test, I'm just on the canal today, not the river. I say not the river because I intend to test this drop shot out on the river soon. But I'm going to walk down to a place I know there's lots of perch and get testing it. I'll see you all when I'm down there. So we've arrived at the spot now and I'm just about to get casting. But I think the trick with it is you cast out, let it sit for about a minute, and then you start reeling in really slowly every few seconds. So I'm going to give that a go. Right, so I'm about to get casting. I've just let a bit of line loose and I'll get it out real quick. Give me a second. Oh, that's better. Now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a nice cast right over there. That was perfect. Then I'll just let it sit for a few minutes. And now all I'm going to do is reel it in just like this, ever so slightly, very gently, and I'm just going to, you can feel the bites and you'll be able to see them because the end of the rod's so thin, it'll just bend, and when it bends you strike, and that's how you catch them on this. Well, that didn't actually go as planned. I've got like a semi-barbed hook on, but the worms have fell off, so I didn't think they would. Now, the bad thing about this, I haven't got any more worms. Honestly, I was digging this morning for absolutely ages, and I couldn't get none, so I'm just going to have to put the lure on. All I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to get the hook here and pop it through the head of this little paddle tail lure. Just like that, and that'll be good. Anyway, I suppose it's quite a bit better with the lure, actually, because I'll be able to get more fish. Because if I do it really slowly like this, the little fish, basically drop shot, and it just maximises your chances of catching. Because you reel in so slowly, just like I'm doing now. And anytime soon, I'll get a bite. I'm now going to start moving along the canal, seeing if I can get anything up this bit of stretch here. This is the best stretch for lure fishing, so this should work. I'm too good at getting snagged with this thing though, because I'm used to fishing with the bait caster, and it's a little spinning reel now, so often, and there's a little weight on the end of this, bear that in mind, so I cast it out a bit too far quite often. Luckily every time I've got it snagged, I've not missed it, so that's good. For those interested as well, I've rigged this up with, I've got braided line on the spool, and then I put a bit of see-through fluorocarbon on the end, so that the perch cannot see the line whatsoever. And when they don't see it, they'll see the bait only. They might see the hook, but that doesn't matter, and they'll just go for it. I've just seen my first little bit of action on the rod. The tip was a little bending a little bit, but I struck him. There was nothing on, unfortunately. Next time it happens, I'll film it and just see if I can actually get one. But as you can see, I am reeling it like proper slowly like this, and I'm watching it in the water because it's really clear today, and it moves like about that much every time, and it just definitely looks like a fish would want to eat it. Honestly, I think drop shot fishing would be a lot better in a river, especially as this rod is called, let me find it, river ambush. So I think that would be a lot more efficient in a river. Although it would work in the canal, I'm desperately wanting to go on the river. But what I like about this rod is that it's so small. It says here it's 5 foot. It's a 5 foot rod. I don't even think it is 5 foot though. You could just take it in your car, you could take it anywhere, and just take it anywhere with you really, because it's so small, and the reels are like micro-sized. It's a little bit annoying though, because this little weight here on the bottom, it's dragging along all these big boulders I can see on the bottom, because as I said earlier, the canal's clear, I can see everything, and it's just dragging along the bottom of the canal, and it's making me think I've got bites, because I'm more used to lure fishing, not drop shot fishing. And I'm meant to be watching the end of the rod, I know that. Bad news, a barge came past. I don't know if you can see it in the background, but look how much it's churned up the water. It was see-through, now it's muddy, so don't know if that's a good thing for the perch, because they might come out feeding, but I doubt they will. It might be hard to catch one now. But I don't know if you remember from when I came lure fishing here in one of my previous videos, Down there's this spot, and every time I've casted, I've caught a perch. Some big, some small. So hopefully my lucky spot's lucky today with the drop shot. And if I don't catch one there, I'm probably just a bad drop shot fisherman. I just casted here and had a massive bite. I felt it, and it just went, it was like a triple. It was like a lure bite, and it went bam, bam, bam on the little lure on the drop shot. And being honest, I wish I still had the worms on, because I probably would have had something by now and then. Lure fishing is just insanely hard for me. Okay, so I don't know if you recognise it, but I'm at my lucky spot. There's that little crevice over there. So I'll cast over there with that. That was absolutely perfect. And I'd reel in ever so slowly, because I'm desperate to catch one on this drop shot. Now I know perch lurk in this space because, as I mentioned, I've caught my personal best one right here actually, and then a small one. So hopefully I could get like a big one. I think I've come up with a new technique as well. I'm just going to do that, let it sit for a few seconds, and do the same again. Well, I had no joy then. Down here now, I'm having massive takes. I should have struck. I'm absolutely gutted. I casted all the way down there, quite far in the margin, and I don't know if it's still following it, but I had the biggest bites I've ever had. Not being funny though, when the bites are like that, it's usually a smaller fish, because when the bigger fish bite it, they just munch it. I'd like some advice in the comments as well, please. When I'm lure fishing and I feel the bites, do I strike or do I not? Because everything I've caught on a lure, it's pretty much self-hooked itself. But I mean, perch do have quite bony mouths, so if I struck, I'd probably catch them bites. I'm not entirely sure though. I'm going to do a big cast just all the way down there, because the weight will probably just pull it. There we go, that's quite far away. And now, every time I've done one of these big casts, I've been having bites, okay? That's the only reason I'm doing them. I need to tighten the line, wait, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll start reeling. I'll do that one there, one big one, and I'll just keep doing this. And then shortly, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll feel like bam, 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 3 little bites, and that's when you know it's a fish. Probably a little one, but who cares? I just want to catch one at this point. I'm going to give it a couple of casts here, because I don't know if you can see there, but there's crevices right here where the canal's just split off. And I think that might attract some fish, to be honest with you. So I've just casted right the way out over to the other side. I'll reel it in a bit because it's really shallow over there. But now it's not. It's sunk right to the bottom, and I'll just start reeling. And I can actually feel... No, they're snags, ignore me. I'll be able to tell when it's a bite. Hopefully, I'll get one. There we go. No, I missed it. Tell you what, I had a fish on. I'm not joking then. It was only a small one. I could feel it. It was probably about that big, but I had a perch on. It was hooked, definitely was. I felt it, but I didn't land it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm really doubting myself at the moment, but I've come to the conclusion that it's not me who's a bad angler. It's just the fish, and they're being silly. All of this bit here though, it's absolutely amazing. I'm just getting tons of bites. Like, I mean a lot of them. I'm not landing them though, it's annoying. I'm not sure it's the best time of day for perch fishing though. Honestly, they always tend to feed here, where I am anyway. Very late evening, about 5 o'clock onwards is when the fish start to feed here, or just before sunset, because sunsets are like 4:30 now, something ridiculous like that. So it's about 10 AM right now, and I got here at 8:30, and that might be why I'm not getting nothing. That's just through my experience, of course. Whenever I fish for perch, I always tend to catch them late evening or extremely early morning. I mean extremely early, and that's just my theory. I don't know what I did there, but I've got a perch on. This perch, it just came out of nowhere. I felt bites, so I dipped it back in where I was getting the bites, and this big boy came out. He's only a little small perch, but he's beautiful though, and I'm glad I caught him. First fish I've ever caught on the drop shot as well. Would you look at that? It was absolutely lovely, and I didn't know I had it on. I just felt the line moving a bit more than usual, and then this guy comes out, so got a lovely little spine on him too. Absolutely beautiful. But I'll get him back in the water now, because I'd assume he wants to go and swim off. Nice perch. I'm well chuffed with that. I got a fish for the video now, and I actually caught one on the drop shot, which I never thought I'd do in a million years. So well done me, I suppose. I'll get back out though, obviously, because I'm still trying to catch a bigger one than that. Sorry I didn't get it on clip as well when I caught it. I will do it on the next one though, because as I said, it came out of nowhere. I just dipped it in the margin there, right there, and it just came out. But next time I catch one, I'll get it on clip when I'm reeling it. There's a bridge down there that I'm going to make my way to. I'd assume it's got a lot of perch under because it's a narrow bridge and it's only shallow. So lots of perch will be under that bridge. I'll get down to there and then I'll head back up. But for now, I'm just in the margin again because that's where I seem to catch these perch quite often. You were joking. I just clicked film. I had a perch on. I'm not even being funny. I had a perch on. It was reeling, putting up a lovely fight. See if I can get him again. But oh man, I had 2 perch on now. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to film the next one. I'm gutted I lost that one just because he was a lot bigger than the last one I caught as well. So I'm gonna cast until I get another one. I swear I'm not leaving without at least 2 perch. But man, he was a good one. I'm glad about it though. The drop shot is actually starting to work for me now. So might actually be one of my new favourite methods of fishing. I quite like this rod. It's really nice. Very, very light as well. Like, lift it with one finger. It's really light. Just nice. Well, something very bad has happened. And that bad thing is I've lost my lure. So now I've got absolutely no bait whatsoever to fish with. I am absolutely gutted. Future note to me, every time I come I'm just going to bring a little pot of worms in my pocket and a box of lures in my pocket. So I'm sorted if I lose anything else. It was a good session though. I caught 1 perch on the drop shot, and I'm saying I caught 2. In my head I've caught 2. I had 1 on and I lost it, as I said, and I'm gutted about it. But oh well. I'll tell you what though, I would have landed it. I had it hooked. Say here. It was over there, and it was on the top of the water. I was reeling it in, and I was like, you know what? I'll just click record to get a clip of that, and then I put some slack on it, like not slack. I put tension on it, keeping the fish on. And then it must have just slipped out his mouth and he swam off. So yeah, 2 fish caught, 1 technically, and it was a good session. Now, unwillingly, I've got to go home. I wish I could have had another hour or 2 on this canal. I would have caught lots more. But the drop shot rod, definitely one of my new favourite methods of fishing on the canal. I'm definitely going to try it in a river soon. But don't worry, I'm definitely going to be getting more videos with the drop shot done sooner or later. But unfortunately for now, I've got to wrap the video up. So if you enjoyed and watched until this point, please smash the thumbs up button. And even if you didn't enjoy the video, smash it for me anyway. Helps out the channel and promotes my videos a lot more than you think. So please just do that. And subscribe whilst you're down there. And of course turn the post notifications on so you never miss another one of my videos when I upload. But I will see you all back here in the next video. Peace out for now.